Hello, hello, everybody coming into the room right now. We're so excited that you are here. Hi, hi, hi. Hello to everybody. Welcome back to another installment of the Daily Antidote of Song. Today is, let's see if I can remember from yesterday. I think yesterday was day 867, and so today is 868. Am I right about that? I know 869. Today is 869 because I just saw Carolyn's sign a little further down in the room. Oh, well, I was close. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Antidote of Song. I'm Aryn, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. We've got a fabulous team of people here. First of all, we have got Jaden on tech, who is fantastic. So we are in such good hands. Give a hand, give a hand. And we've got the incomparable Joe Jencks as our artist of the day. So we are in very good hands. Now, before we get started, let's all wave a big hello to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Hi, Facebook. We love you so much. And thank you so much for being here with us today. And a big hello to everybody else in the room. Hello to Arlene in Berkeley, California. Hi to our fearless leader who is in the car driving, Joe Rossi. Hi to Ruth in Birmingham in the UK. It's UK weather up here in New York. A little bit chilly, a little bit rainy. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. Hi to Shari in New Hampshire. Hi to Susan G. Hello to Luda and maybe Mark in Victoria, BC. Hi to Bonnie in Boise, Idaho. Hello, Becky. Hi, Kevin in DC, possibly with flute in hand. Oh, yeah, there's that flute. Here we go. Hello to Mabel and Bob and the Cinnamon Bears and the White Mouse, who I don't know if he has a formal title. We'll find out. In Massachusetts. Hi, Deli, out under some beautiful trees. Hello to Brian with some really cool art in the background. Hi to Aloysius in Westford, Mass, on the move, doing what he's got to do. Hello to Harriet in Illinois. Hello, hello, hello to Kathy in Virginia, Sheila in Florida, Kathy in Arapaho, Cheyenne Stolen Land. Hello to Deborah in the car on her way somewhere. Hello to Susan in Seattle, Kevin in New Hampshire, almost said North Hampshire. No, not North Hampshire, New Hampshire on day 869. And Ralph and Victoria, hello to Carolyn with a picture of Joe Jencks. How fun. Hello to Annette. Hello to Christiana and Bob in Rockville, Maryland on day 869. Thank you, my day counters. Thank you. Hello, hello to Jenny in Suffolk, UK. Steve and Michelle in Silver Spring. Hello to Sarah in Texas. Anne in Maryland. Dan in Vienna, Virginia. Gary with all the solutions. Fred in Silver Spring. Storm with an excellent hat. Jane in Texas. Hello, there's a lot of you today. My goodness. How great. Julie and Matt, hi to Cricket. Hi to Sharon. Hi to Kate wandering. Susan in Tacoma Park. iPhone 2, whoever you are, we love you too. Amanda and Miles in Michigan, maybe Alex as well. Joni, hello. Hello to another iPhone. Oh, so many iPhones and unidentified. You secretive folks. LMG, hello. Hello to Sandy E in Western North Carolina. Hello to Don and the Curly Tops. Tom in Nashville coming into the room right now. And Dick and Kathy in Victoria, BC, Carol J, Susie, and I think that is everybody. My gosh, what a crowd. Look at us here. That's 5 whole pages, y'all. Good for us. Good for you, Joe. You bring all the people.
Wow. So nice to see all of you again. It's been, I think, just a little over a month since I was with you
I
last.
know we've missed you.
Yeah. Well, I'm very glad to be here. I'm still arguing with lighting issues in the studio, but that's
Now we can see you. That's
that's a
all we need.
pretty minimalist sort of problem to have in these days of ours. Yeah. So grateful to be here. How have you been, Aaron?
I've been good. I'm so glad to be here as well. How about you? I know that you're slowly starting to feel a little less fatigued from an unfortunate bout of COVID.
Yeah, picked it up right at the end of a tour in Ireland. And
Yeah.
when I first got there, I've been having problems with my back all summer. And when I first
Oh,
got there, I popped in a pharmacy to grab some high test ibuprofen and Tylenol for my back. And the pharmacist, the chemist, as they say over there, looked at me and
yes.
said, "And how long will you be in Ireland?" And I said, "16 days." And she said, "Yeah, you'll have COVID before you leave." I
Oh,
said, "What?"
good.
She's like, "You can wear your mask, you can wash your hands. I encourage you to do that, but chances are better than not you'll leave Ireland with COVID. If you're only here for a
Oh,
week, you might dodge it, but for 16 days, I don't see it happening."
well, what a fun souvenir that you got to bring
Well,
back
yeah.
with you. Yeah, very fun.
No, really, I'm fine. I'm fine. No,
Oh god.
one of the joys you would think of performing in the summertime in your own basement is that you wouldn't have bugs flying around and landing in your mouth. But there are, unfortunately, as a result of some fresh produce in the kitchen, these tiny little no-see-ums that are kind of whipping all around my house, and one of them just decided to go into the cave there for a minute.
You know what? That's extra protein, so that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the song that you brought today.
So I've got a brand new CD that came out August 1st. It's called The Coming of the Years. And this is, I guess, what serves as the title track off of that disc. But it's a very hopeful song. My ancestors, my granddad and his people came from Athy in County Kildare. And meaning no disrespect to the beautiful rolling hills of Kildare and my people who are there. I have fallen in love with the mountains of County Kerry, and this was a song that I wrote the first time I traveled there. It's called The Coming of the Years. But during the height of the pandemic, it really took on a different meaning for me, because it talks of a time when we will again be together. And we're experiencing that now in many different ways, as we experienced it throughout the height of the pandemic. And I'm so grateful to the Daily Antidote, a song, Carpe Diem Arts, for being one of those great connectors that help people stay a part of community and feel a part of community in spite of the chaos of the world around us, and for recognizing the extraordinary healing power of song, sometimes just as something that pulls our mind back into what is hopeful. So I've chosen actually a couple of songs today that will fit that bill. The first is called The Coming of the Years. I'll teach you the chorus. And it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. I don't know when I will see you again in the coming of the years. So, and it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. I don't know when I will see you again in the coming of the years. And then at the end, there's a turn on that, and it says, I don't know when, but I'll see you again. And it's sort of that emphatic commitment to community implied in that. So we'll do that chorus, break it down a little bit. And it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. Try that. And it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. There you go. I don't know when I will see you again. Try that. I don't know when I will see you again in the coming of the years. Yeah, you got it. And it goes just a little faster than that. Grab a sip of tea here, pardon me. And now we'll do the whole song, and the chorus repeats several times. It is, after all, a Joe Jencks song. When I first came here to wander these mountains, my heart was tattered and torn. Ever the rover and all the world over, no land ever felt like a home. But here in the crags and the bogs and the valleys, I found some measure of ease, where the song of the wind is as sweet to behold as the beautiful Rose of Tralee. And it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. I don't know when I will see you again in the coming of the years. Try that chorus once more since you're just getting it. And it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. I don't know when I will see you again in the coming of the years. I have been blessed to live a good life. I can count my friends by the score, and I have shared meals and moments of kindness. God willing, I'll know many more. But when the burden I've chosen to shoulder is more than I can stand, I find that my thoughts wander back up to Kerry, that rugged and beautiful land. And it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. I don't know when I will see you again in the coming of the years. When I have traveled all of my journeys and sung all of my songs, when I have given the best that I have and righted most of my wrongs, then take me back to the place that I love. Let me gaze out over the sea. Take me back to the mountains of Kerry and let my spirit run free. And it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. I don't know when I will see you again in the coming of the years. And it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. I don't know when I will see you again in the coming of the years. I don't know when, but I'll see you again in the coming of the years. I don't know when, but I'll see you again in the coming of the years.
Wow.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. That's the kind of song that, even though it's in a lot of ways happy and hopeful and wonderful, it just kind of like makes my voice catch in my throat, I think, because you hear these words and this music, and I just feel like everybody has had that moment of being away from so many of their loved ones and away from a place that's really important to them. And that line, like, I don't know when, but I'll see you again, and not really being sure if you'll see when you'll see somebody.
Yeah.
So
Or in truth, if, of course, we've all
yeah,
lost many people in the last 2.5 years. And, you know, some of that is just like it would have happened even without a pandemic, and some of it
yeah,
was specifically related to the pandemic. But, excuse me, I have come to recognize that for me, grief and joy are sort of interrelated when I'm aware of my loss.
yes,
It has to do with the gratitude that I felt in the presence of a particular person or a
absolutely.
particular community. So it's really my joy that is making me aware of that grief or that sense of loss. And when I am in my joy, I too am mindful of those who are not there with me to share in that joy.
Yeah.
And so rather than being a little macabre, you know, just sort of feeling like, well, this is really depressing, I actually find them, I find them like sibling emotions that are just inseparable.
They're only a hair apart. There's a
Yeah.
line from a TV show that I really love that is, what is grief but love persevering?
Hmm. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. And, on the more corporeal level, for those that have a chance to travel in Western Ireland, I have to say it is absolutely beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Um, and in truth, there are so many amazing places in North America to see that. I remember asking my mom when I was a kid why we didn't travel overseas, and she said, "Well, until we've finished exploring North America, is there really a reason to go?" You know, and you go to a place like Ireland that would fit. I mean, the Republic will fit twice inside the state of Illinois. The entire island would fit twice
You're
inside
right.
the state of Wisconsin. The entire island is only marginally larger than Lake Michigan. I
My
mean, just to
gosh.
wrap your head around it, like there are lakes in the United States the size of Ireland.
Which is
Um,
absolutely wild.
you know,
But maybe
and
that's what makes it feel a little less intimidating. I mean, I feel like, oh my gosh, exploring the whole US, I could never. But
yeah,
exploring all of Ireland, give me 2 weeks and I could not 2 weeks, but give me
yeah, but
a
it's
month and
you
I feel
know,
like I could do a pretty decent job.
yeah, and yet a place isn't measured just by square miles, but by
Oh,
narrative per square mile, which is, of course,
absolutely.
why Ireland feels like it's the size of Australia.
Yes.
It's like, I mean, there's so much story going back so many thousands of years. And the CD that I just released, The Coming of the Years, is a disc that really focuses on my Irish heritage. I'm a dual U.S. Irish citizen, and that's always been a part of my life and my personal sense of place in the world. But this is the first time in probably 24 years that I have decided to own that as part of my professional identity as well. And I'm sort of outing myself as a Celtic artist with this album. And it's always been there, and the undercurrents of that are there in all of my recordings for those that know what they're listening to. But this album is all songs that I wrote while I was in Ireland, blended with some songs written by colleagues that really, touch on parallel themes. There's a song my friend Kat Eggleston wrote called Letter Home 1914. And that's the year that my granddad immigrated from Ireland to the United States as a very
Gosh.
intrepid 18-year-old. And when Kat sang that song for me, I started to weep, and I didn't really understand why um, on every level until I started to connect the dots and realize that had my granddad not left Ireland in 1914, he likely would have been conscripted into an Irish regiment to the British Army and sent to mainland Europe. And he, as it was, came to the United States, enlisted in the Marines voluntarily. They found out he wasn't yet a citizen, so they gave him an honorable discharge, sent him down to the Army, who found out he was from County Kildare, and they put him down in El Paso on the Mexico border with the cavalry. After which
Darn.
he wrote a letter home to the one sibling that had remained in Ireland. She was a nun in a convent, and he wrote to his sister, "When I die, know that I shall go to heaven, for I have already been to hell."
Oh,
And I can only imagine, these lush, verdant spaces of Ireland that were home to him, and then all of a sudden he's in a place where you have to spend a whole day riding to try and find a tree or find water.
yeah.
And he was the son of many generations of tailors. His knowledge of horses was functional at best, but
Yeah.
County Kildare is known for that sort of thing. So that got me thinking. Also, in addition to talking about the new CD, about the fact that Labor Day is coming up,
Yes, it
and I
is.
probably won't
Very
be with
soon.
you before Labor Day. So I wanted to sing this song that Elise Bryant taught to me 20 years ago. It's called May the Work That I Have Done Speak for Me. And it's a bit of a zipper
Fantastic
song. We'll
song.
keep changing out another piece. So this is one I know a lot of you joining us either through Facebook or here in the Zoom room can sing along with. I'll call out each verse before we get there.
Fantastic.
May the work that I have done speak for me. May the work that I have done. May the work that I have done speak for me. If I fall short, if I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the work that I have done speak for me. May the children I have raised, may the children I have raised speak for me. I got to stop right here and say that in the Talmud, in the writings of Hillel, There is a place where it says, like, to live a full life, a person must plant a tree, write a book, and raise a child. And I think it's really important that rabbis and rabbinical scholars, Talmudic scholars, have parsed this out. And it specifically says raise, not have a child, raise a child, which acknowledges the role of aunts and uncles, professional uncle here, in the process. So sometimes people feel maybe a little disenfranchised by a phrase like that, but I want to give this very sort of ancient understanding of what that means, which is to say that the whole village matters. So all of us have a hand in raising the children if we want to. May the children I have raised speak for me. May the children I have raised speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the children I have raised speak for me. May the tears that I have shed, may the tears that I have shed speak for me. May the tears that I have shed speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the tears that I have shed speak for me. May the friends that I have loved, may the friends that I have loved speak for me, speak for me. May the friends that I have loved speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the friends that I have loved speak for me. May the music I have made, may the music I have made speak for me, speak for me. May the music I have made speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the music I have made speak for me. I'm going to send this verse out to Mary Sue Toohey with XM Radio, a dear friend of mine in the DC area. She was just sending me pictures over the weekend of a bunch of different gardens that she has going, some personal, some in the community. May the food that I have grown, may the food that I have grown speak for me. May the food that I have grown speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the food that I have grown speak for me, or flowers, or whatever else you want. May the people I have helped speak for me. May the people I have helped, may the people I have helped speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the people I have helped speak for me. May the labor of my hands, may the labor of my hands speak for me, speak for me. May the labor of my hands speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the labor of my hands speak for me. May the work that I have done, may the work that I have done speak for me. May the work that I have done speak for me. If I fall short of my goal, someone else will take a hold. May the work that I have done speak for me. May the work that I have done speak for me. Beautiful. Thanks for singing, y'all.
That's such a gorgeous song and such an empowering one.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing to think about, the strength of a legacy. And I think a lot of times we get wrapped up in thinking that a legacy has to be something so big or so, not famous, but like so significant. And I think sometimes it's easy to forget the significance that all of us have in so many parts of life, so many other people, so many little things.
Yeah. There are so many people who will never sign their name to the work that they have done, and yet it is a labor of love and the labor of a lifetime.
And it will be remembered.
Yes.
So many.
Yeah, so worthy to celebrate these things, these simple acts of kindness, these bits of goodness that we put into the world. And of course, the Daily Antidote song and Carpe Diem Arts have been a huge part of that in the last 869 days. Holy cow.
No. Holy cow, indeed.
I'm going to have to go look that up, but my brain tells me that's a prime number. I'll have to go look at a prime number chart to find out, but that seems auspicious.
I feel like it might be. It very well might be.
Yeah.
So people should absolutely check out this new CD. It is full of so many wonderful songs, like the first one that we sang. Carolyn already has it, and it looks fantastic. So absolutely go and check out that CD. Absolutely go and check out everything that Joe Jencks has done. We know that he has done so much. The work that he has done does speak for him, and it is fantastic.
Thank you. And yeah, if people want to get information about that, you can go to joejencks.com. That's JoeJencks.com. And there's all kinds of links there and information and social media stuff. But thank you all for being a part of my sanity for the last 2.5 years and for keeping this beautiful thing going. Yeah, so maybe we'll just wrap up with, we'll redo the chorus on the coming of the years a couple of times.
Please, as many as you want.
Do you want to sing the whole song once more?
Let's do it. We've got the time. Why not?
Am I singing? Yeah, I'm not sure. Well,
oh yeah.
I guess that this will be self-selecting. Those that need to dash back off to work or whose lunch break is over will exit as they need to. But thanks for being with us. We'll just sing through this whole song once more, The Coming of the Years. In the key of C, for those that didn't catch that the first time around and are playing along. And there's some beautiful flute and whistle work on this album done by Hans Araki, one of the preeminent Celtic flute and whistle players anywhere. He's just extraordinary. I was so delighted to have his help artistically and collaboratively with the project. When I first came here to wander these mountains, my heart was tattered and torn. Ever the rover and all the world over, no land ever felt like a home. But here in the crags and the bogs and the valleys, I found some measure of ease, where the song of the wind is as sweet to behold as the beautiful Rose of Tralee. And it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. I don't know when I will see you again in the coming of the years. I have been blessed to live a good life. I can count my friends by the the score. And I have shared meals and moments of kindness, God willing I'll know many more. But when the burden I've chosen to shoulder is more than I can stand, I find that my thoughts wander back up to Kerry, that rugged and beautiful land. And it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. I don't know when I will see you again in the coming of the years. When I have traveled all of my journeys and sung all of my songs, when I have given the best that I had and righted most of my wrongs, then take me back to the place that I love. Let me gaze out over the sea. Take me back to the mountains of Kerry and let my spirit run free. And it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. I don't know when I will see you again in the coming of the years. And it's high up and over the mountains of Kerry that I love so dear. I don't know when I will see you again in the coming of the years. I don't know when, but I'll see you again in the coming of the years. I don't know when, but I'll see you again in the coming of the years.
Thank you so much, Joe. That is such a deeply beautiful, beautiful song. I think that's going to stay with us for quite some time. It's certainly the type of song that's going to be locked away in my brain forever.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And got myself a little choked up there by the end.
Yeah. Got a lot of us.
It happens.
Right
so nice to be with all of you today. What a joy. And thanks again to everybody making Carpe Diem Arts function, but especially the Daily Antidote song. Jaden, thanks for running the tech. Aryn, thanks for hosting. And thank you to all of you for bringing your voices and your hearts into this space every day.
Thank you so much for being here. We are always so overjoyed when you join us. Overjoyed. Now we got two
that
jokes.
Too.
2, 3. Maybe we have 3. I think just 2 today.
Overjoyed.
All right. Overjoyed that you were here with us. All right.
Thank you, Aaron.
No such thing as too much Joe. All right, everybody. That is gotta be it for today. Thank you again so much, Joe Jencks, for joining us. Everybody give it one more hand for Joe Jencks. Absolutely phenomenal. All right. Now, it is time to say goodbye. First of all, a big goodbye to everybody joining us out there on Facebook Live. Bye, Facebook. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. Mwah.